Hello, hello, welcome back. And today we're talking about what is feminine energy. And if you're new here, my name is Amanda, and here we talk everything about how to become our own dream girl, like how to be our best selves in every area of life and live our dream life because, why not? So I have a little visualization type thing that you can think about of me explaining this topic because a lot of people get really confused. Like, what is feminine energy? Masculine energy is super easy to see. If you're hustling, having a hard time, going after your goals, driven, ambitious, and it's not saying that we can't be that either. We can too when we want to, integrate our masculine. But when we think of just being feminine, what does that entail? Most of us have no idea what that even looks like. So I have a little, visualization thing you can just think about. So think you're out in space and there's this planet and it's kind of black and white. All these people are all building. It's all of these guys, they're just building these skyscrapers, these buildings, just all these things. And everyone's just going around working and there's no one to appreciate it. Everyone's just working and then they just work more and then they just work more and it just goes on. And then imagine this spaceship comes and the plank drops out and this beautiful lady walks out in a beautiful dress and she's just glowing and happy and light. And she just comes out and is just appreciating everything. This little boy comes up and gives her a flower and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much. It is so beautiful. You're so sweet," And then she walks out and then she sees this big skyscraper that they're building and she's like, "This is so amazing. Wow. Tell me about this." And just showing genuine interest and love for everyone. And as you're thinking about this, it's this black and white, planet. And she just comes in and it's color. You're just seeing her in full color. And that's what the feminine brings. She brings the pleasure, the enjoyment, she's what makes it all worth it. Cause what is it worth it for everyone to out be working all the time? For what? If there's no one to enjoy it, no one to do it for, no one to appreciate it, there really is no point. It's just this vicious cycle and then you're born and then you die and all you did was work. The feminine is what enjoys it. It's what makes life worth living for. And that's something that we can embody. We don't always have to be driving and hustling. It's important to go after our goals too, of course. But most of us are stuck in that 24/7 and that's when it becomes unhealthy. And no fun. Life is no fun that way. So just think of ways you can incorporate just enjoying life. Because we're here for such a short amount of time anyway. And everyone else just enjoys you more when you are in your pleasure. And let's see what else. Even today, we went to Ace. And I was just in there, and usually when I'm with one of my parents, I usually don't get a ton of attention. And, you just get more attention when you're by yourself. But, and I'm wearing oh, that's another thing I want to tell you guys, that in December, I made a decision that I was going to dress up with my super nice stuff every day. Because I've always dressed up every day. And I kind of had different variations, but then it always changed to go out because I have these sari skirts that I wear and a nice shirt like what I'm wearing. And I would usually just wear these dresses at home and then change into it to go. And then I was like, you know what, why am I doing this? I deserve to or not that I deserve, wow. There's nothing wrong with looking good at home and out there. Why should I only be dressing up for other people to see me? That makes no sense. And when I get married and stuff, I want to look nice at home. So it's whatever you want in your future, you have to start doing now because that's how you manifest it. So I started dressing up every day and you can see it's this nice, blouse. and I'm wearing a sari skirt. It looks like a sari, it's a wrap skirt. And I was wearing my winter like black boots. They kind of look like, you know, Puss in Boots or like Pirates of the Caribbean is what it reminds me of. But they're these really nice boots with just a little bit of heel. They're black. Anyhow, so like nothing super fancy. I wear like this outfit every day. It's my staple, like just a shirt and like a wrap skirt. And so we're at Ace, and or what I was going to say with that is you can dress up every day. You don't have to wait for special occasions. You know, like start living your best life now. There's no reason to wait. And then find a wardrobe that is super easy. Like for me, it's just I have a couple shirts and a couple wrap skirts, and that are reversible, and that's what I just wear like all the time. Because then I don't have to think about wardrobe. And, you know, that relieves stress too, because most people spend a lot of time thinking about what they're gonna wear. Anyhow, I just wanted to say that. So we're at Ace, and this guy like comes up to me and kind of like bashful, but you know, sweet at the same time. And I don't know, he's probably in his 30s, and I don't exactly remember what he said, but it was so sweet. Like I just wanted to come up and tell you that your outfit is so beautiful. I wanted to like come up and tell you that, but I'm just like, I just really love your outfit. It's so beautiful. And I was like, thank you, you're so sweet. And I don't exactly remember the whole thing because my mom was right there and I was kind of a little bit shy. But, you know, people notice when you dress up and you look nice and you feel radiant. And you don't have to like go overboard with it. Like it takes me like 5 minutes to like get ready in the morning. I wash my face, I brush my hair, I don't do anything too fancy. I put in a braid and, you know, just a shirt and the wrap skirt, which is super easy to wear, and it's done. You know, what I mostly focus on is my inside. That's what I work on the most, is like when I pray and when I meditate, and I work on glowing and being happy and positive. And I think that's what shows. You know, people notice that. And it's good for you too. It's not for other people, it's for you. And yeah, it's just like, most of the time you just think people don't notice, but I think most people are just too shy to come up and say things. But, you know, do it for yourself. This isn't for anybody else. It's just other people noticing makes you feel like you're on the right track, but it's not for them. Like when you do anything, like that's another thing I wanted to tell you guys about, is completely let go of wanting validation from other people. Like I used to, when I'd play piano or violin or cello or whatever, when I'd be practicing, I'd come out and I'd like want mom or dad or someone to be like, oh, that was like really pretty, that sounded like so good. And if they wouldn't say that, I'd be like, I am such a terrible player, I probably made so many mistakes. They were probably like, when will she stop? That was my internal dialogue. But no, cut it out. Like the other night I was playing piano and I was doing some new ones and I was making lots of mistakes and stuff. And the thought popped in my head of them being like, wow, she doesn't know how to play piano, or she's completely lost it or whatever. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm just practicing, I'm having fun. It's okay. And I don't need validation from anybody. So when I got done, of course, nobody said anything. And I was completely fine with that. And that was probably the first time I've ever had that happen, where I didn't get kind of like sad afterwards of being like, I got no validation. And this is another thing. You need to be in the receiving. So don't like wait for someone to give you the compliment to feel good. Be like you've already gotten the compliment. Walk in the receiving of, you already have all of these compliments and you already feel so good about yourself. And then go out, and that is the energy that will make people come up to you and say hi and compliment you and see your radiance, you know, see your true beauty, see you for who you are. And so that's one thing. You know, receiving is the first step, not the second step. And it's, yeah. When I learned that, I was completely mind blown because I had never thought of it that way. And another thing I wanted to say is, I want you to believe in the depths of your soul that you are just so beautiful. Like you just look in the mirror and you're like, wow, I am beautiful. and just confident in your body. And because that's what everybody wants you to be. You know, we aren't even comfortable when someone else is uncomfortable with themselves. We don't like it. And when you can just be completely like happy with how you are, then you don't need validation from anybody else. You don't have to have like all of this dialogue in your mind of like, oh, I look this way, or I don't look this way, or what does so-and-so think? Like, no, it's completely gone. It frees up so much mind space and gives you energy to do all the things you want to do in life and accomplish. You know? Where was I going with that? Yeah, because just think of a girl, even if she isn't like traditionally or whatever, or culturally like beautiful, and she's just all like peaked and like down and like, no, like I'm just like not pretty and no one's looking at me and woe is me, you know? And then what if she just like, she goes and she's at the restaurant and she's just sitting there, like she knows she's worthy of being treated right. She's completely comfortable with herself. She's glowing, she's happy. You can see this inner radiance and sparkle in her eyes. That's a completely different energy. That would make any woman beautiful, because pretty much like nobody has that. So embody that. You do it. And another thing is, I wanted to talk about beauty. Like here I don't have a stitch of makeup on my face. Nothing. Like if you just like saw me when I just woke up in the morning and just like washed my face, like this is what I look like. And sure, I could probably look way better by the world standards if I did makeup and like had like eyelashes that are like 2 inches long and, you know, all of these things. I probably would be traditionally or culturally considered more beautiful. But is that true beauty? Like it just seems like we've gotten to a point where it's so fake nowadays. Like for hundreds of years, or like even just like 100 years ago, women didn't wear makeup like that. The only ones who did it were like the ladies of the street. And it was considered like vain or no. And I know all of us have different views on like whether we should wear makeup or whether we shouldn't, but I just want you to believe that whether you are wearing makeup or not, you are still worthy to show up in the world, and you're so beautiful. And I wanted to read a couple things. I was listening to a talk, and it completely like struck me in a different way of just seeing that, you know, we are beautiful, and there are different types of beauty out there. There's God's beauty and the other beauty, you know, like the devil's version of beauty. Because, you know, Satan is beautiful, sin is attractive. But is that what we want to embody? And I know no one wants to be preached at, so I'm not preaching at anyone. It's just this spoke to me, so I'm just sharing it because, you know, he said it way better than I'm saying it. So there's a youth camp in India, and it was Pastor Andrew David, and he was talking about redeeming the time because the days are short, you know, and you know, we have to focus on what truly matters in life. So here we go. You're saying that when I look at all of your beautiful faces, I praise God, you know, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, do you find yourself beautiful? When the Lord sent you into the world, did he not send you in a beautiful state? Are you happy with that beauty? But no, we spoil this beauty with whatever things we put in it, whatever we add to it. And the Lord is grieved with that. But God said, like the word of God says, he has made everything beautiful in his time. You know, the more you increase in the word, you will become all the more beautiful. Because the Lord is ever beautiful. He has made us, you and me, in his likeness, his image. He wants to see his beauty in you. I have that underlined. He wants to see his likeness in you. What the devil has done today, he has deceived us. He has made sin attractive. Sin is attractive. You know, like, it really is. So, you know, the devil is also very beautiful. That is what the devil wants to put in you. So the devil sees his kind of beauty in you. And he gets very happy when you want to be like him. But friends, God has made you beautiful. He has put his image in you and he wants to see his image in you. You know, we have to treat God right because the days are short. Like, you know, we don't know how much time we have. So I kind of just wanted to say that, not as in a preaching at you guys in any sense of the word, but maybe you like picked up something from that where, you know, like beauty's only skin deep. Like if you like peel off my skin and the most beautiful woman in the world's skin and the so-called ugliest person in the world's skin, like we all look the same underneath. You know, it's all like vanity. But it's what is in our heart, you know, what's in our soul, what the, you know, the beauty that shines through our eyes, because that's, what does Audrey Hepburn say? Like the eyes are the window to the soul. You know, that is the true beauty. So even when you are 90 years old, you can still be like so beautiful. It's not only when you're 18 that you're considered beautiful. And I think that is really freeing because we don't have to spend the rest of our lives trying to look like we did when we were 20. Although there is nothing wrong with taking, you know, care of your appearance. Like God gave you one body for this life, so there's nothing wrong with taking care of it. So I'm not saying that. Don't go to the other side where you're like, I don't care. I mean, you don't see that in me either. But, you know, take care of yourself. But also know that as life happens and aging happens, like it's all part of life, but it's what's inside of you that is the true beauty. And that's what makes you so beautiful. Because another thing is when you want to introduce a friend to a girl or to a lady that you know, you're not like, oh, she has the perfect body, I want you to meet her. No, we say she's such a warm, kind, loving person and she's like so amazing at all of these things, I want you to meet her. You know, that is what we say, right? So don't get too caught up in appearances and feeling like you're ugly just because you're seeing all this photoshopped stuff, or like even if you see, and I have nothing against them, but I'm just saying that even if you see the Kardashians like without makeup, you're completely like, whoa, you know, like it's way different than what they look like when they have everything on, you know what I mean? You know, put on their face. So let's get back to the natural beauty because that's what we truly are, and that is what is actually beautiful. You know, I hope you're feeling the heart of this message. I don't know if I'm quite putting it in the words that I want, but I hope you can feel it. And yeah, I hope this helped you guys and helped you see like what is feminine energy. Like, here, I'll show you guys. So this is feminine energy. I'm completely in my body and like my heart is open and I'm just like alive with life. And so if someone is sitting in front of me, I'm just completely present and listening to them like they're the only person on earth. And I'm just like mesmerized by them and just like all this love coming out of my heart for them. That is feminine energy, just being. When they say feminine energy is just the being energy, that is truly what it is. So, like if you guys can like swap the screen and like put yourself in like my place and put yourself in that embodiment. I don't know if that will help you like kind of, you know, see how it is. But it's really rare these days to find someone who's actually present and listening and just there, you know, warm and caring and, you know, and loving. So I hope that helped you guys. If you want to go deeper in this, definitely check out my course. It's down below on inner work and everything, you know, that I did to go from like super shy and insecure to being like really confident and completely happy with my body, where I am in life, where I'm going in life. And I want that for all of you guys too. You deserve to be your own dream girl, living your own dream life. So definitely check that out. It's down below. And also, you guys probably don't know, and it's completely different, but I'm a professional Western shirt sewer. And like I sew Western shirts, and If you want to like do that too, if you're into sewing, or if you haven't really sewn much but you want to sew apparel, but you're just like too confused with like, how do I even start with this because patterns are so confusing, then definitely check it out. I have another course listed down below in the description box, and it will walk you through exactly how to make a Western shirt. I have it all videoed, and you know, the instructions for you guys, and it would be so easy. That's what I wish I had when I was trying to learn how to sew. So if you want to like have a present for any of the men in your life, because those are the hardest ones to like do presents for, and that is what I do for my dad and my brother, and it works out super well. So check that out if you're interested. And also another thing that I offer is, if you want to, I offer health coaching, because I can totally keep you guys on track and get to your dream body, and being healthy and happy and fit and alive and like full of vibrance and vitality. Because I'm the only person that I know in real life, you know, on internet I know some people, that is like super healthy and slim and like healthy, and I want to help you guys do that too, if you know, because it's important to learn from someone who's embodied in the thing, not someone who's teaching you about a diet but you're like, you're still 50 pounds overweight, I don't know what you're talking about, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely check that out, and just email me or do in the comments below or DM me, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.